In the SQL chapter, the structured query language, students have generally confusion. First, that they can't read the manual properly. Majorly, the reason lies because of the formatting. It could be better. Second, the commands which are written in the SQL, students are not able to understand. Third, students don't feel exam level ready for the practicals as well as for the theory. So in this video we'll try to decode the chapter SQL through a very practical example, and I'll try to address all of these problems. So let's start. So hi everyone, my name is Harshit. In this video we will study this program in which our task is to generate the electricity bill for one customer. So before doing that, we will study some basics. So this will help throughout the video and another SQL chapter. So first we understand the terminologies, then we'll understand the common keywords for the commands. The terminologies, these are the very basic ones. First is a database. What is a database? Table, record and field. Trust me, this will be repeated multiple times, and try to understand these four terminologies. These are very basic ones. So first is a database. So in short, database is a collection of the tables. And now what's a table? Table looks like this. This is complete a table. Now what's a table? Table consists of rows and columns. Now this is rows, this is also a record. What's a field? Fields are also known as column. Fields are also known as column. Fine. Now database will revise a quick revision for the terminologies. This is a table. Now these are records and these are columns, and database is a collection of these tables, Okay, fine. Moving on to the next part, which is the commands. Again, these are the very basics. Just this is a syntax, so you have to, at some level you have to mug this up or by heart this. So first is create table. Now this is complete command. This is a complete keyword. Now create table. Here you will write table name, insert into table name, describe table name, update table name, alter table, table name. Just remember these: create table, insert into, describe. This is a shorthand for describe, update, alter table. Okay, so these two parts just try to remember. Okay, now don't feel overwhelmed because of all these annotations. I'll decode every keyword. I will explain every annotation. Okay, our main task is to decode every keyword, every word or the command which is written there, so that there is no chance of any confusion, and I'll try to bring utmost clarity. Okay, so now structured query language. So it's a language, as you all know. Now there are two parts for the sake of simplification. This is the app and this is a database. Now at the app level we have studied the C++, and at the database level we will study SQL. Okay, now we'll start this one. First, this is our target, this. Okay, from here, which is the beginning of the solution, before this, all of this from here till here, all this is a task. So we'll understand the task first and then we'll go to the solution. Now this is A, this is B. Now just think of like this: we are preparing the table and then we will do some operations. This is the preparation and this is the actual task. Okay, so now I'll explain also like why we have to do this, and we could have directly go into this, but first understand this. In the part A, first we'll create the table. In the part B, we will insert the records. Okay, line by line, word by word, we'll understand. Create a table for household electricity bill with the fields. Remember what are fields? I explained the this basics. These are fields, okay, or columns. Now you have to create a table. The table name will be electricity bill. So the shorthand version which are using while creating a table in the computer labs is ebill. Ebill. Okay. Now this is our table, not the SQL table, but the general information that the examiner has given. This is a field name and this is the data type. Now what is a field name? Field is a column name, so a column name will be registration number, second column name will be customer name, third column name will be billing date, and last is the units. Now in the C++ we have given like int variable name, right, char variable name. So same here, this is variable name and data type, just like int. Here we have number, so registration number, we have data type varchar. Varchar means a character with the variable length of 10. From 1 to 10 length of character we can give the name of the registration number. We'll see the examples. Customer name, same varchar. Billing date, so the data type will be date. Units, number, not int or integer, this is number. So number we have written 4, varchar 15 and 10. Now we'll understand these numerics. Why? So this is meaning the length of registration number, the length of customer name, the length of number. Units will, it means maximum 9999. Fine. So here 10, if we are exceeding the length 10, this will throw error. This will work fine, this will work fine, this will throw error. Fine. So the next task is insert. It means we have to insert some records into the table. Now what are records? Records are rows. Fine. See the example, the basics. This is record, this is fields or columns. Fine. Next, now this is where the actual task starts. From part A, part B was just the preparation, where we was preparing the ground for our main task. So now these are the 5 tasks. We'll decode each task. Check the structure of table. Okay, we'll see what is the structure of table. Add 2 fields, you know, a column. So now earlier we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we'll add 2 fields. Now our column will be, or the field total number of fields will be 6. Fine. So now to add a column, what we will need? A name and a data type. A name and a data type. Okay, this is for your revision. When you will revise, try to understand these things. Okay, so after adding 2 fields, we need to check our table whether we have successfully executed the queries and we have added the 2 fields or not. Fine. Third one, compute the bill amount. Now compute means we have to calculate the bill amount. What is this bill amount? This is a new field or column. How? Because in the previous task we have added bill amount and due date, so we will calculate the bill amount for each customer as per these are the rules. This pink box, these are rules. Moving on to the 4th question, compute due date. What is due date? Due date is a field we have just entered. Okay, now this is a sixth column. We have to calculate the due date as per this rule. Okay, now we'll understand the rules. So the minimum amount will be 50. For every electricity bill, there are some fixed charges to maintain, to keep the things running, right? So basic minimum, whether you will use electricity or not, this is the fixed cost, this is the variable cost. Okay, so fixed cost is 50 and the variable cost depends upon the slab. If it lies less than 100, so 4.5 per unit. If it's greater than 100, so 5.5 per unit will charge 5.5. Okay, so this is the rules. Based on these rules, we will calculate our column bill amount. I'll show first, second, third, fourth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this is the fifth one, bill amount. We will calculate. How? Because of these rules. Now the bill date, we will calculate this sixth, means whatever the due date is, whatever the we calculate the due date. So whatever the billing date is, we will add 15 days and we'll get the due date. So now what is due date, what is billing date? These are columns. Just visualize the column and the SQL will be done. It's very easy. Now we have to list all the bills generated. Okay, now we'll see the solution part. First the preparation part, next our main task, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Fine, we'll see each one of them. Part A, first we have to create a e-bill table. Now for that we have this command, create table. I told you in the basics, you have to remember this thing together, create table. Here we are not using the table keyword. Okay, after this we will use the table name. Okay, try to remember, create table. Okay, now create table, table name. Now what is this? Explain this. Okay, yeah, so this is column name, data type, column name, data type, column name, data type, column name, data type. Fine, and every SQL command ends with semicolon. Okay, create table. I am asking the SQL, please create a table with the table name eBill, in which there will be 1, 2, 3, 4 columns will be there. Their names are this, and their data types will be these. Fine, so it will create a table. Okay, I'll create a table. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so here registration number, here will be customer name, here billing date, here units. Okay, now part B, we will insert 10 records. What are records? This. Okay, now we have created the columns. Now our table is empty, so we'll insert some records to fill it. Okay, so now this is basic data. These are the repetition commands, all of these. Okay, now we'll understand the first one, and rest of this you can understand by yourself. Now insert into, I told you, create table, table name, insert into table name. We'll see the basics. Create table, table name, insert into table name. Fine, insert into table name. Now we are inserting some values in the table, so these will be inserted into this table. What is A, B, C and D? 5 seconds, tell me what is A, B, C and D. Okay, A is the registration number. For this the length was 10, maximum length was 10, so we are still under the limit. Again, this is customer name, length was 15, still under the limit. This is date, and this is units, total number of units that Arun Kumar has consumed. Okay, this is the date on which some checker or some tester has recorded the number of units consumed. Okay, so the output of this will be, it will insert this record into table eBill. Fine. Okay, we'll move to the next. So now this command, select star from eBill. Select is a keyword, means to select. Star means all. What alls? All columns from the table eBill. So now this, when we execute this query, the output will be all of the table, all columns, okay, all data. Now this is our original table. Now we will do some manipulation. Okay, we'll modify this table, we'll add some columns, we'll add some records, and we'll update the record completely. Now remember this is our original table, and please tell me how, the number of rows and number of columns in this table. Fine. Now this is our first task. From this our practical will start. Okay, check the structure of table. Now tell me what will be the structure of table. Structure of table. Structure table means the schema. The schema of table means the scheme of table. Scheme of table means the number of columns, the name of the columns, what are their data types, and what are their default values. So in the schema we are using the command describe table name, semicolon. All SQL command ends with semicolon. Okay, so column name, data type, null value, null. When you will execute the command in your labs, you will see here null. Okay, so the schema is registration name has the data type varchar with the value null. Customer name has the data type varchar, limit 15, and data type null. Billing date is a column in which the data type is date and default value is null. This is checking if it's null or not, the default value. That's why this question mark. Units is a column name with the data type number, not int or integer, just remember the number. With the length 4, it will be null. Fine. Structure of table, how we'll see, using describe command. Describe eBill, and this will be our output. Fine. Now next is we have to add two fields. Now tell me what are fields. Fields are columns. Now just remember 1, 2, 3. Now we have 4. After this we will add 2 more. So add 2 fields. We will add these 2 fields. Fine. And the name of the first field will be bill amount. Second field name is due date. Now the data type of first field is number. Data type of second field is date. Fine. Now what is 6? What is 2? 6 is the length. 2 is the number of decimal. After the decimal, how many number will be there? So I'll zoom this. Okay, so 6. For 6, total digits are 6. Fine. After decimal 2, so it's a valid. Total are 6, after decimal 2, so this is a valid. So total 5 to 7, not valid. Okay, exceeding 6. Total 6, valid. Total, this is negative, so out of range. Okay, so still 4 or 2, 6, still valid. Okay, so the condition is still valid. Now we'll see our this 6 to are done. Total digits after decimal. Now alter table is the command. We'll go the basics here. So this is like a cheat sheet. Alter table, here table name. Okay, here alter table, table name. Here we will add a column with the column name, bill amount, data type, number. Okay, every command ends with semicolon. So next is alter table, table name, add column name, due date with the data type, date, ends with semicolon. Okay, so now this will add a column name, bill amount. This will add a column, due date. For quick revision, I have written this. Okay, now third one, compute the bill amount. And now what is a bill amount? Bill amount is a column, a field, okay, as per the rules. So for that the command is update ebill. Now see, earlier the command was short and we will able to manage, will try to understand and will also memorize. But now see, these commands may seem complicated, but these are very simple, just basic mathematics. So first we'll focus on the rules. So these are the rules. Okay, fine. So first rule is, so this is fixed. Okay, the first rule is if it's greater, if it's less than 100. If it's, second one is if it's greater than 100. Fine. So this command is for less than 100, this command is for greater than 100. Now we have to set the bill amount, our minimum amount, plus units into 4.25, because our units are still less than 100. So if its units are less than 100, we'll multiply with 4.5. Here is a mistake. Tell me what should be the value, the correct value. Update ebill, set bill amount. Bill amount is a column name, basic charge, plus 100 into first units will be 100 into 4.25, and rest of the units will be 5. Here it will be 5.5, where units greater than 100. Okay, now we'll revise again. It may seem complicated, so we'll give some extra time. Update ebill, update my table name, and set the column. I am asking the SQL, please update my table. Okay, and particularly this bill amount, set my column values, all the values, base this is a mathematical formula where if units are less than 100. In the second command, if the units are greater than 100, I will set my bill amount with the basic 100 plus this formula. Fine. Next, moving on to the next, compute due date. What is due date? As billing date. What is billing date? Please tell me. Due date is a column. See here, due date is a column, billing date is a column. Okay, 12th March plus 15, 27th March, 14th March plus 15, 29th March. So here the person from the department has record the reading. Here your due date in the 15 days. Within the 15 days you have to submit your fee or bill. Okay, so I'm asking the SQL, please update my table with the name ebill and set the due date column, this column, with billing amount plus 15. So whatever the billing date is, add 15 and that will be my due date. So I'm setting the due date column with the value of billing date plus 15. It's basic mathematics. Fine. So this command in short will update the column due date. Which column will be updated? Due date. We're just adding 15 and this. Okay, last, list all means star the bills generated. Select star from the ebill. It will give all the bills generated. Okay, every command ends with semicolon. So now tell me, in this modified table, how many rows are there? I have erased this. How many rows are there and how many columns are there? Okay, just tell me, or you can comment in the video. So this was the theory part. Now while executing the code, writing the code in the actual lab practical, just keep these things in mind. Here, while writing the code, the query, all of things are uppercase, caps on. Okay, turn off the caps. All things should be in small. It's easy to track. Okay, these can be worked, but in our softwares, in our PC, if you keep things all in small, it will work fine. Use varchar instead of varchar2. I'll show. Okay, use varchar. Now the last is SQL commands always ends with semicolon. I think by this all of you have known. And in our PC, the date format will be year, month, date, YMD. Okay, and the last thing, which is very important, people are confused with their database name and the table name. Okay, always remember the name of your database and your table. Before executing the code, you can write on your sheet the database name and table name. It will be like very handy throughout the practical. Okay, the quick revision, we'll do the quick revision. First, we have created the table and we have inserted the table before the actual manipulation of the table or before our actual task. Okay, now this is our task. We see the structure of table. How to see the structure of table? Using the describe table command. Now we have to add two fields. How we will add two fields? Please tell me. Please. Yes. Either you will use add or update. Alter or update. We'll use alter. Okay. See here the basics. Alter, table, update. Okay. I will also tell you why we have added the keyword table here and not here. Okay, but only here. Okay, but for now, just remember alter table. We are altering the table. Okay, I'll tell you the reason. Basically, in the alter, we can also alter the views. In the theory part, if you see, there are some concept of creating the views from our tables. So we want to alter the tables and we are adding these tables. Okay, and update means to fill the table. So in short, alter will create columns, update will create or work on at the row level. Okay, so here we'll use alter. We'll add two columns with the data types. Next, compute the bill amount. Tell me, quick revision, what we'll do? We'll update the bill amount column. Okay, according to these rules. Okay, we'll see the final modified table. So now compute due date. What we'll do? We'll update every row in this column. Okay, we'll just add from the due date, from the billing date plus 15 and we'll get the due date. List all the bills generated, select star from table name. So this is our modified table. Earlier we have till here. Now we have two more columns. Arun Kumar, billing date, we have the units. So units are less than 100, basic charge and plus 4.5 into 98. We'll get the billing. These units are greater than 100, so now you know the formula, and this is our modified table. Okay, if you have any doubt, I hope I have cleared all of the things word by word, and still if you have any doubt, you can let me know. You can comment me or you can text me. Okay, so that was all for this video. Thank you. All the best.